He knew before the door even closed. Not from the sound, not from the keys, from the way you didn't look back. You moved the same as always, shoes by the wall, phone in your hand, that small pause before stepping out. Routine, safe, nothing new. But you didn't say his name. He stayed where he was, not following this time, not padding softly behind you like he always did. He just watched. The door clicked. Silence. For a second, he didn't move at all, like maybe it wasn't real yet, like maybe the sound would undo itself if he waited. Then his ears lifted. He turned toward the door slowly, took one step, then another. Not rushed, not excited, just checking. He sat down in front of it, not close enough to touch, just close enough to hear. Your footsteps, that's what he waited for. They usually lingered for a moment, a shift of weight, a quiet pause. Sometimes you came back in, just to grab something you forgot. Sometimes you said his name again. This time, the footsteps didn't pause, they kept going. He tilted his head. Then he stood up again, walked to the window, and looked out. You didn't look up. You didn't wave. You didn't even slow down. He stayed there longer than usual, long enough for the outside to stop making sense, long enough for your shape to disappear into something that wasn't you anymore. Then he went back to the door, sat down again, waited. The house felt normal. Same light, same smells, same quiet hum from the walls. But something didn't settle. He listened harder. Sometimes you made sounds even after leaving, a car door, a voice, a dropped key, something. Today, nothing came back. He got up, walked into the kitchen. The bowl was there, empty, like always before you leave. Nothing strange about that. He sniffed it anyway, not for food, just to confirm. Then he walked to your chair, climbed up halfway, stopped. That was new. He used to jump all the way, curl into it, leave a little dent where he waited. Now he just stood there, front paws resting on the edge, looking at the spot where you sit. He didn't climb in. He got down, walked back to the door, sat again. Time passed, but not in the way it usually did. Normally, he measured it in sounds, the fridge turning on, the neighbor's footsteps, a car passing, the rhythm of outside. Today, the sounds came, but they didn't line up. He stood up suddenly at one point, ears sharp, tail lifting halfway. A sound. Not yours, but close enough. He walked to the door quickly this time, almost hopeful. Waited. Nothing followed. He stepped back, sat down again. This time a little farther from the door. He looked at it, but not directly, slightly to the side, like he wasn't sure it would answer him. He lowered his head, not all the way down, just enough. Then he stood up again, went to the hallway, looked at your shoes. Still there. He sniffed them, slowly, carefully, like reading something that had changed overnight. Same smell, but it felt thinner. He pulled back, turned around, walked back to the living room, paused halfway. Something didn't match. He went back to the door again, faster now, sat down, then stood, then sat again. This time he didn't settle. He looked at the handle, waited. Nothing. His tail moved once, just once, then stopped. He turned his head toward the window again, walked there, looked out. The outside kept moving. People passed, cars passed, life continued in a way that didn't include him. You weren't in it. He stayed there longer this time, not because he expected to see you, but because leaving the window felt worse. Eventually, he stepped back, walked slowly to the middle of the room, and stopped. He looked around. Everything was where it should be, but something wasn't where it should be. He went to the door again. Didn't sit this time, just stood there, waiting.
His ears twitched at every small shift in the world, every almost sound, every maybe, but something inside him had already started adjusting, just a little, not enough to notice, but enough. The next time a sound came close, closer than before, he didn't rush. He looked. He listened, but he didn't move right away. That was new. A few minutes later, he lay down, not by the door, a little farther away, still facing it, but not guarding it. His eyes stayed open, then half closed, then open again. He wasn't sleeping, just not watching as closely. Time moved, slow, uneven. At some point, he stood up again, walked to the door, sniffed the bottom edge, waited, then turned away before anything could happen. That was new too. He went back to your chair. This time he climbed all the way up, curled into it, paused, then adjusted himself, not in the center, off to the side, like he was making space for something that wasn't there. He rested his head down. For a moment, his tail moved, soft, slow. Then it stopped. The house stayed quiet. The light shifted. Shadows stretched. He didn't go back to the door. Not this time. When the sound finally came, the real one, the one he always knew, he lifted his head, ears forward, body alert. But he didn't jump down. He didn't run. He just listened. The key turned. The door opened. And for a second, he waited. Like he wasn't sure it was meant for him anymore.